we're heading up to Kutná Hora, which is a medieval town. So if you look outside, covered with snow. Covered with snow. So this is one of them old style of trains. But we're not sitting in the old-fashioned carriage, we're sitting in the regular ones. So this style. So yeah, it's going to be a very snowy day, but this should be an interesting one because you'll get to see a medieval town in Czech Republic. So I'm quite excited for this, and I've got my drone, so you're going to get some drone footage too. It's nice and warm, nice and heated, you know. So this is like just a regular standard seating, but you could get the old-fashioned like Orient Express style ones, like if you watch those kind of shows. Just wanted to show you the beautiful view we get whilst we're on our way to Kutná Hora. Look how that lake is frozen over there. It's absolutely freezing, but due to be an interesting trip nonetheless. So as I was saying, this town used to be like a silver mining town back in the day, and they used to be quite well off from the silver mining until the collapse of that, but they've still kept all the medieval buildings and the way the town used to look. So, you know, I don't think you're going to find, I think it's a chapel or cathedral that looks like that in the world. Maybe in Romania, maybe like Transylvania sides, but here, I'm really excited for this one and excited to share it with you guys too. I'll show you the other side too. So we're just about to arrive now, probably about 5 minutes away. The things I'm looking forward to seeing most are the medieval Gothic chapel, which is probably one of the most iconic buildings you'll see in the whole of Europe, if I'm honest. And inside the church as well, they have walls made from human skeletons. Over 40,000 to 70,000 human skeletons were used to make the walls and the design of it. So it's going to be very interesting to see, and it will be nice to hear some of the history from the locals and just see what used to make this town so prominent. I know the silver mining finished in the 1700s, but I know they have a silver museum and they've got a lot of remnants of that era, so it'll be interesting. So we're about 5 minutes away now, and it's a lot colder up here than it is in Prague. We've just arrived now, caught a bus for like 68p. This is it, man. So this is the first cathedral that you come across. It's not the main one, because the main one's actually on the hillside, and then the one built with bones as well is on the hillside too. You have to get a ticket from the ticket office, which is literally just opposite the bus stop. So we're just heading over there now to get a ticket, and then we're going to head to the Bone Cathedral. And oh, look at, we've got some of these other buildings in the distance over there. Probably check those out as well. Oh, let's see how much a ticket is. No worries. So they got like a little souvenir shop here. You get your magnets. So this is it. That's the Bone Cathedral. That's the Bone Cathedral that we're going to be seeing later. And this is the outside of the building. So I think you actually have to climb up a hill to see this one. And then that's the church that we were just looking at before. And then this is what the layout of the town. So you'll be seeing all of those shortly. Kind of snow outside. Alright, I'll get back to you when I got my ticket. We're actually going to the cathedral now, but I just found out that you actually can't record inside because tourists that used to come before used to manipulate the skeletons and kind of just mess up the way things are laid out. So I don't think I'll be able to record, but let's see what I can do anyway. So there's like the ground map of the place, Let's see, where are we now? So there's actually quite a few things to see. Only here for a few hours though. This is the Bone Cathedral. There's quite a few things to see. So let's get started. So they've got a cemetery here. This looks so good, covered in snow. So they've got a cemetery here and another church. So the ossuary is in this location. The ossuary is where the Bone Chapel is. So you see some of these graves, marble with gold on it, and they're engraved. So I guess some of these must be ministers and pastors. Some must be families. Surnames: Slavikova, Pechenkova, Havlakova, Krukova. So lots of kovas here. I think you got paid to go inside this one. Yeah, tickets only. But yeah, this is another one of the chapels here. Okay, no tickets here. Turn around and walk and buy your ticket at the info center. Let me see if I can walk a little bit closer, just so I can show you some of the details here. So here is one of the tombstones here, which has got a woman engraved, actually leaning on a tombstone. So this is Rodina Ruzishkova. Okay, I'm not sure what this thing is here. Yeah, there's quite a few people here that are buried here. I'm assuming they're all probably founding families of this area. And this is a very unique looking church. If you look at the way it's built, it's almost like this part looks like a bunker in a sense, and then you have the church there. Like this looks like walls for the church, if that makes sense. Anyways, let me keep walking before these guys leave me. I think they went inside of this church, but I'm not sure if you could film inside. I'm saying you can't actually record in the place because of what people were doing in there before. But that is the bone. That is the bone place. You can kind of see it from a distance here. It is really cool down there, but essentially it's just loads of decorative things on the walls, altars and everything made from bones, you know. So it's a really interesting place, worth a visit. I would say come down and see it yourself, because video wouldn't do it justice anyways. Okay guys, so now we're heading down to the cathedral. I'm going to get some drone shots of it, and then I'll show you the inside as well. Just kind of walk around the town and see what else it's got to offer. So I'll be catching bus into the town, as it's about 20 minutes away. Let's go. So even if you look at the architecture, beautiful. Imagine how long it took to make the glass windows of this building. Then you have all the engravings and statues, you know. Always amazes me how they make these things. What's this they've got here? A memorial of some sort. It's not in English, so I couldn't tell you what that is. But this is one of the cathedral buildings. Not the iconic one, but still, nonetheless, it's beautiful. So the one that we're next to right now is Cathedral of Assumption of Our Lady and St. John the Baptist. Okay, so this is a Catholic church rebuilt on the site of a Cistercian abbey. Okay, let's head inside. Let's look at the entrance to this place. Okay, what does it say here? Construction 1700 to 1707. Ooh, okay. Oh yeah. So here's what it looks like in here.
It looks like it's not in the Bible anywhere.
It's a really massive church. You have all these portraits and looks like gold. gold models here as well of biblical figures. It's really massive in here. So this is beautiful. It looks like a mirror, this one. Mirror in time. Let me go a little bit in front here. I think you can take videos, so yeah, it's really massive, you know. Oh yeah. So if you look up here, all the way up, the ceilings are ridiculously high in this place as well. So you have like the main altar here, and you've got all of this. This is where they sit down to pray. Over there you've got another altar. Portrait of Jesus being nailed to the cross here.
Put a line around him, but he didn't have any line cloth around him.
So yeah, this is this church. Let me show you what it looks like from the center. So it goes all the way up here, and then all the way here too. It's massive, and at the top you've got a lot of symbolism from like Catholic symbolism all over the church. Over this part you actually have stone figures here, engraved in stone. So this is an angel, and you've got some more figures here. Someone could probably educate me a little bit more on who these figures are, as I'm not very religious, but yeah, this is quite amazing. And then you can see the slabs that they make. I think these are slabs from the old ruins of the church. You can see they've just kept them here to kind of preserve that history. Yeah man, but it's a really massive church. It's really big. And there's a lot of portraits here as well. Biblical portraits. Okay, well, I'm gonna head outside now to that massive cathedral and then show you what it looks like. So now we're just on the bus up towards the cathedral. As I said, it's relatively cheap, it's only about 66p. So we're gonna check out the cathedral. I might also check out the Museum of Silver to see what it's like over there, and just have a general look around. So yeah, if you do come down here, those are the things I suggest you do. You can do a day trip there for a couple of hours and get most things done. A nice little day trip out of Prague that's just less than an hour away, and it's well worthwhile. I would say come during the summertime though, because it looks beautiful when it's nice and green. You can come in the winter as well, but the summertime is actually crazy beautiful. I was looking at the pictures online, but I'm here during the winter time, so I'm just making the most of it. So after this, I think we're gonna get something to eat, and then that's about it really. Train is coming back at 3 o'clock, and I'm back in Prague for like 4. Then I might do something there, but we'll see. So I'll catch you guys on the other side. So we just got off the bus now, near the cathedral. So if you look over here, you can probably see it in the distance now, as well as this other building. Put this a little bit higher so you can see better. So yeah, this should be interesting. Looking forward to seeing this one. So you could get a bus stop. Sorry, you get a bus about 11 stops away from where the ossuary was with the bones, and then you're here at this cathedral. So this is like one of the highlights, landmarks of this place. One of the most popular things, and as I said, it's probably the best that you'll find in Europe. Let's follow the crowd and walk down there. So as I said, if you're planning a day trip from Prague, Kutná Hora is definitely one of the best places to go. You just get hit with a snowball. So best believe I'm definitely getting some drone footage here as well. So as I said, during the summer it's a different vibe because it's all green and luscious. Obviously it's the winter time right now, so it's a little bit duller. But I guess it's good to get a different perspective, since most people seem to come around the same season. So I guess we're just following this lot in front of us now. Yes, let me come back when we've actually got inside, or at least near the door. Closer up view as we're going down to the cathedral now. Look at the size of it, man. They always got these massive doors. Okay, so sadly it's actually closed today, it seems. So I guess I'll just put drone footage to kind of show you what it looks like. Oh, it's a shame it's closed today. Would have been nice to actually see what it looks like on the side, but
You might be able to.
but you never know. It might be open on the other side. Okay. So, construction of this church started in 1388. It wasn't finished until 1905. So inside there's a vast influence of art and design aspects spanning for 5 centuries. The overall size of the church is impressive inside, and it's very detailed. You know, I wish I could show you that today. Unfortunately, I can't. But it's a medieval Gothic church, so you could kind of have an idea of what it will look like inside. I might slap some footage from other people's video just so you could get some insight into what it looks like. But I will put my own drone footage, most definitely. Oh man, wow, what have they got over here? Oh, it's woodland. It's got a snowball chucked at me right now. This idiot, man. Yeah, okay, I'll be back. As I was saying about this church, so in fact it's actually the most famous Gothic church in Central Europe, with medieval theme. And it's now actually UNESCO World Heritage Site. Okay, so the style, they say, is Gothic Neo-Gothic. As I was saying, construction began in 1388 and was finished in 1905. Wow, look at the view of the town from here. That is crazy. So the original design was actually for a much larger church, perhaps twice the size of what we're presented with today. However, depending on the prosperity of the town's silver mines, it became much less smaller than it was supposed to originally be. Because remember, as I said earlier, the mines stopped being fruitful in 1700s, and the silver economy kind of collapsed here. So the church remained the size that it is now. But yeah, here's the view of the town from up here. And I don't know if you can see in the distance there, but there's a person engraved into the wall. Okay, so that's it for Kutná Hora. I may go to the Museum of Silver afterwards, but we will see. If not, then that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed having a look at Kutná Hora. I recommend you take a day trip here from Prague if you're ever coming to Prague for a few days, and definitely check out this church, hopefully during a period where it's open. So you can see they've got gargoyles all around like the, you know, the rim of it. Okay, anyways, like and subscribe, comment any information, anything you want me to know, anything you want to share with anybody else who watches this, and I'll see you in another video.